what's up? I hope you all are doing fine. I am Janvi Pawar. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, or welcome to my YouTube channel if you are new here. And I am back from Karnataka and I'm happy to be back home. And today I'm gonna make a video, well, I'm already making one, on Japanese, introduction to Japanese language. So basically, the reason I'm making this video is to tell you all that this YouTube channel would also be focusing on 3 different languages, and one of them is going to be Japanese. So I'm also going to be teaching that, and today I'm going to be telling you about Japanese language. What is Japanese language, and what is the script of Japanese language, where to start learning Japanese language, and how is Japanese language? Is it easy, difficult, or medium? So let's get started. Alright, so Japanese language. Japanese, first of all, let's talk about the script of Japanese. In Japanese, there are not 26 alphabets like our English have. Our English have like 26 alphabet, A, B, C, D. In Japanese, there are 3 different scripts. Yes, people, there are 3 different scripts. Hiragana, katakana, and kanji. So hiragana is the first script. Hiragana is basically taught in like elementary schools, your pre-primary schools. So whenever a child, a native Japanese speaker or like a native Japanese start learning their own language, like we Indians start learning Hindi, or foreigner, or like Britishers start learning English and any other, whatever their native language is. So these people in Japanese, they are first taught this hiragana script. So in hiragana, there are 46 different characters. Hiragana is like a cursive writing. There are 46 different characters, and they are not your A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. No, they are a, ga, sa, ta, and words like this, ta, chi, tsu, te, to, a, I, u, e, o. So they are these type of characters, and they are like common characters. So Japanese characters are mainly imported from China. Most of these are imported from China. So hiragana is like the basic of Japanese language. So you have to learn Japanese first. Another one is katakana. Katakana also has 46 characters like hiragana, but katakana is used for the words that are borrowed from China. Not from China, from foreign origin. Chinese words are basically what Japanese is made of, but katakana is used for the words that are borrowed from foreign words. Like America in Japanese is America, America. So now, the pronunciation is kind of same, the word is kind of same. So the words that are borrowed from foreign, those are written in katakana. So there is a different script for foreign words, and that is katakana. And hiragana is just your basic Japanese. The next one, script, is kanji. And kanji is used, now kanji is used alongside with both hiragana and katakana. And kanji is kind of difficult too. So I'm still learning kanji, and kanji is difficult because there are so many characters. Now there are not 46 or 45 or 50 characters in kanji. There are thousands of characters in kanji, and those thousands of characters, basically, no offense, everyone hates to learn it because it's so difficult. For me, it's more of like, drawing and stuff, because there are so many characters and you have to draw them. And I am not good in like art and stuff. So yeah, kanji is that. So now hiragana and katakana, like in hiragana, if you're going to write a word in hiragana and there is a kanji equation for it, so you're gonna have to write it in kanji. If like the word, we are gonna focus, if like there is a word, arigato. Arigato means thank you in English. So arigato is thank you in Japanese. So arigato, if you're gonna write it in hiragana, that is like this. So these different words, arigato, arigato, these are different syllables. These are hiragana. But if we're gonna have to write in kanji. Now it's not like, you have to write the whole language in kanji. No, actually Chinese people write their whole language in kanji. Well, they don't call it kanji. There is some other name for it, maybe hanji or something. So they use that and they write their whole language in that. But Japanese people don't write their whole language in kanji. They also use hiragana, they use katakana, and they also use kanji. But the kanji is the most difficult script to learn. But it's all about your mindset. If you're having a positive mindset, you can learn kanji too. Kanji isn't that difficult. It's interesting if you are good in like drawing and remembering stuff. So that's what kanji is. Basically making hiragana words shorter. And there are thousands of kanji characters and we all have to master those. Another one is Romaji. Now, Romaji is for your Latin alphabets in Japanese, and Romaji is also a printer for Japanese people to learn English. And people, no offense here, Japanese people have a really bad English pronunciation, like literally really bad English pronunciation. I watch some Japanese dramas and Japanese movies, and whenever they try to speak a little English, their pronunciation is like not that good. So it's terrible, to be honest. So they have a really bad English pronunciation too, but that really doesn't matter if you're gonna be learning accent. These people can also learn accents. So Romaji for them is used as like a printer to learn English. So Japanese people think Romaji is kind of as a medium to learn English language. That's how Japanese learn English. And Romaji is also used in their like computer, their printer, whenever they are going to have to type something on computer in Japanese or English, so they are going to use Romaji. Not like normal English, but Romaji. So there are 3 different kind of scripts in your Japanese language: hiragana, katakana, and kanji. Now for kanji is, Japanese people use kanji for writing their adverbs, their verbs, their pronouns, and their adjectives, but not the whole language in kanji. Chinese people, actually most of Japanese is imported from China, but Chinese people write it all in their kanji, whereas Japanese don't. Now, their grammatical system of both Chinese and Japanese is different. So it's kind of confusing for Japanese people to have their whole language imported from China as their grammatical system was whole different, because Japanese first was only a sound language. They didn't used to write it. They just used to speak it. So their grammatical system was different. But then the characters were imported from China. And after the characters were imported from China, they thought, wow, the grammatical system is different. So they can't use the whole language. They can't write their whole language in kanji. So they developed their own letters that were hiragana. And that's what a basic student is taught in their like elementary school. And hiragana is like really important. And let me tell you people, even native Japanese can't get their kanji right. Now, a test that you can give to test your Japanese language, or if you have to like go and study in Japan or work in Japan. So there is a test called JLPT. JLPT is Japanese Language Proficiency Test. So there are 5 different levels in Japanese language. First, you're going to be starting with N5, then N4, then N3, N2, and N1. Now, for like different companies and organizations, it's important that you are done with your N2. Like if you are on level N2, then Japanese companies may hire you. So that's important to clear this test if you're going to have to work in Japan or you're going to have to study in Japan. So you have to give this exam, which is JLPT. If you want to have like a certificate in Japanese language, clear Japanese language proficiency test. And Japan is a really beautiful country. For me, Japanese is kind of like a really cute language. I don't know why, but it's like really nice and cute. It's a pretty language, so that's why I'm learning it. I'm learning the Japanese characters, and it's not gonna take much time if you people can focus and can learn most of it. But Japanese is like a whole different system from what you learn like in Spanish, French, or any other European kind of language. So it's like a whole other system from those. And Japanese and Chinese are kind of same. So it's not going to be that difficult to learn Chinese too after Japanese. Not that I'm encouraging you to learn it, but learning different languages is fun. So that is what Japanese is, 5 different levels, N5, N4, N3, N2, and N1. And I'm going to be starting to teach you people Japanese language, and this was just the intro to Japanese language. And there is not like, different things in speaking. There's just one script in speaking, and that's it, that's Japanese. But in writing, there are 3 different scripts, and Romaji too, but that's for Japanese people. Hiragana is also known as kana characters. So those characters of hiragana are also known as kana characters. So yep, that's all about Japanese language, introduction to Japanese language. And the next video, well, let's not share it that quick, but yep, I'm also gonna be giving classes on Japanese language. So I hope you all are excited for that. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. I'm Janvi Pawar, and I hope you people stay safe. Thank you, everyone. Bye.